Hello and welcome to Zee Commodity Capsule. Let's start with the gold prices, which have been hovering in a tight range but with a negative bias on Monday morning, wherein we have seen that global gold futures is trading close to $5,000 an ounce as some investors took profits after prices rose nearly $100 on Friday, driven by weaker than expected US CPI data. The soft inflation prints reinforced the expectations for more Federal Reserve rate cuts, with markets now pricing in slightly more than two reductions this year. We have seen that traders are monitoring nuclear talks between US and Iran and US-led negotiations aimed at ending the war in Ukraine. Despite recent volatility, we have seen the precious metal remain supported by geopolitical uncertainty, strong central bank buying and investor flight from sovereign bonds and currencies. Oil traded largely unchanged on Monday, with investors weighing the market implications of upcoming US-Iran talks aimed at de-escalating tensions against backdrop of expected OPEC plus supply increases. We saw Brent crude prices edging closer to $68 a barrel. There will be no WTI settlement on Monday because of US holidays. In fact, we saw both the benchmark, that's Brent as well as WTI crude, posting declines after comments from US President Donald Trump that Washington could make a deal with Tehran over the next month. US natural gas is where you need to keep your eye on, because the commodity is hovering close to $3 per MMBTU, marking its lowest level in 4 months. Forecasts for warmer weather reduced expectations for the heating demand. We have likely to see central and southern areas of US experiencing above average temperatures over the coming 2 weeks. London copper prices eased on Monday along with other industrial metals. Aluminium also extended losses for a third straight session because of thin trade, with China out for holiday, weighing on the prices. We have seen Shanghai Futures Exchanges close for Lunar New Year holiday that began on February 15th, and the trading will now resume directly on February 24th. Copper on LME fell close to $12,800 a ton, having dropped to 1-week low on Friday. We have seen copper stocks on the world's 3 biggest metal exchanges exceeding 1 million metric tons for the first time in more than 2 decades, as an inventory built due to soft demand in China adds to the recent stockpiling in the United States. And last but not the least, Malaysian palm oil is where you need to keep your eye on, because the prices are hovering below 4,050 Malaysian ringgits a ton on Monday, reversing the modest gains from the prior session amid stronger ringgit and softer exports. Cargo surveyors estimated Malaysian palm oil shipments for February 1st to 15th falling between 11.5% to 15% on month-on-month basis, reinforcing the concerns over the near-term demand. Prices held near their lowest level in 4 weeks, with trading subdued ahead of Lunar New Year break, and the markets in Malaysia will also be closed on Tuesday and they will resume trading on Thursday.